The last chapter of the political science, outcomes of democracy. Our journey started with the what is meaning of democracy in the class 9th. With the cases of democracy, we have started to study about the democracy. We are going to wind up about the democracy in this lesson, with this lesson, by assessing to the democracy. What we get or what we are getting from the democracy. As we begin to wind up our tour of democracy, now we are at the last section of the democracy. Our tour is going to complete. It is time to move beyond our discussion of specific theme and ask a general set of questions. What are questions now in your mind that are here? What does democracy do? Why we are following the democracy? What we get through the democracy? So what does democracy do? Or what outcomes can we reasonably expect of democracy? Also, does democracy fulfill this expectation in a real life, whether it is in a practically having good or not? We begins by thinking about how to assess the outcomes of democracy. Now here we are going to assess, we are going to look the result, what we get. After some clarity on how to think on this subject, we proceed to look at the expected and actual outcomes of democracy. What we were expecting. After some clarity on how to think on this subject, we proceed to look at the expected and actual outcome of democracy in a various respects. The ways, the fields, the respects is quality of government. What kind of quality we are getting through the democracy? Economic well-being, the development of the economy, welfareness about the economy, then inequality, whether it is reducing the inequality or not, social differences and conflict, and finally, freedom and dignity. If these all contents are covering through the democracy, so it is very good to claim for the democracy. Our final verdict, positive but qualified. Finally, we will look the positive and the qualified verdict statement, final statement. How do we assess democracy's outcome? This is the first point we will study in this chapter. If you remember the class 9th class of the Madam Lingdo, where the discussion was going on, why democracy is a better. So finally, we came to know, or on that verdict, the democracy is the best form of government. Why it is the best form of government? We have studied last year. First point we will see. Promote equality among citizens. The democracy promotes equality among the citizens. Next, it enhances the dignity of the individual. In the democracy, it is respecting every individual's dignity. improves the quality of decision making. Maybe it is taking long time to take the decision, but the decisions whatever are taken, it's our quality discussions. Provides a method to resolve conflict. If conflicts are there, it gives options to solve that conflicts. That is why democracy is a best form of government and allows room to correct mistake. If one is making mistake, the democracy is giving time to correct his or her mistake, whether it is will be government also. That is why the democracy is the most preferred form of rule government in the world. Most countries nowadays are following the democratic kind of government. All these expectations realized under democracies. When we talk to people around us, most of them support democracy against other alternatives. Again, other alternatives such as rule by monarch or military or religious leaders. If we will compare the democracy with the others, the democracy is the most preferred form of government. But not so many of them would be satisfied with the democracy in a practice. Many people are not happy with the democracy in the practice. So we face a dilemma. We are on the dilemma, dual mind, whether to good, whether to bad. Democracy is seen to be good. In a principle, the democracy is seen good in the principle, but felt to be not so good in the practice. The dilemma is here, whether it is good or bad. Principally, this form is very good, but when it followed practically, it fails somehow. That is why the dilemma increased in the mind. But then also, the democracy is most favored form of the government in the world. Over 100 countries of the world today claim that practice some kind of democratic politics. They have formal constitutions. Many countries are a hundred of countries nowadays following the democratic practice of the government. Not only the following the democratic practice, that countries made formal constitutions also. Every democratic country constitution is needing, so many countries are trying to follow the formal constitutions. It is not enough. Further, again, people are trying to make it good in a practice. They hold elections. Many countries are holding elections. They have parties. The parties are needing to follow the democracy. So parties are also in every country or most of the countries, and they guarantee rights of citizens. These all things are taken care by the most of the countries today. Means most of countries are in favor of the democracy. While these features are common to most of them, common to most of them, these democracies are very much different from each other. Maybe these all are following the above features, but in a practice, many are different from each other. Why it is, we will look. So most of them, these democracies are very much different from each other. The democracy of India is different than the America. Both countries are following the democracy, but differences are there. There is a democracy in Sri Lanka also, Pakistan also claiming we are following the democracy. Britain also claiming following the democracy. But the ways of the practicing democracy is different from each other. This is the meaning of this sentence. So don't get confused. If the features are same, why in a practice they are different? Because why they are different? Because their social situations, Every country's social situation status is a different. Their economical status is also different and their culture is also different. That is why there are differences in the practicing democracy. Clearly, what may achieve or not achieved under each of these democracies will be different. So every country will be achieved differently. But is there something that we can expect from every democracy just because it is democracy? Yes, we expect something from the democracy. From every democracy, we expect at least it should respect the individual dignity. It should give right to vote to all citizens. Like this expectation we can keep from the all democracies. Our interest in the fascination for democracy often pushes us into taking a position that democracy can address all socio-economic political problems. Our interest or our attraction is how the democracy is addressing to the socio-economic, looking socio-economic and political problems. Every country's socio-economy is a different, their problems are a different. So whether these all are solved by democracy or not, that we will see. If some of our expectations are not met, we start blaming the idea of democracy. It is happening everywhere, wherever our expectations are not meeting, that time we start to meet. We did not see what is the bottom, what is the factor there for it. We directly start to blame on that particular system only. The system, the particular democracy, the pattern is not responsible for it. Many other factors are there which are not allowing to complete your needs. We start blaming the idea of democracy. Wherever failures are there in a country, we directly start. This is because democracy is in our country, that is why it is happening. We start doubting. If we are living in a democracy, the first step toward thinking carefully about the outcomes of democracy. What are the outcomes of a democracy? Is to recognize that democracy is a just form of government. It can only create conditions for achieving something. Democracy is the form of government. It is trying to solve the problem, but mostly the aim of democracy is to create opportunities. It is trying to provide the opportunities to the people. So whether the democracy is providing opportunity or not, that we have to see. Look the sentence here again. The first step towards thinking carefully about the outcomes of democracy is to recognize that democracy is just a form of government. This is a just form of government. It can only create conditions for achieving something. It helps to achieve something. It creates the opportunities to the all. It can only create conditions for achieving something. The citizens have to take advantage of those conditions and achieve those goals. So it is depend on the people. They should take the advantage which opportunities are provided by the government. Let's examine some of the things we can reasonably expect from democracy and the god of democracy. From the following point, we are going to examine whether the democracy is good or not. Lesson we have studied, explained. Are you getting this? All things are not having any problem here. If you have any problem, I will explain through the PPT. I am having PPT also, but I thought this lesson is a little bit different than the other lessons. That is why directly I have taken the direct chapter PDF I have opened and started to explain, because no doubt should be remain there. You should go get everything, nothing should be left. That is why. If you are having any problem with this PDF, I can take the PPT also. But I felt since 2 years I am teaching, this is the 3rd year. This lesson is a little bit different than the other lessons. If I will teach it through the PPT, may you will get some problems. So directly word to word I am explaining it. Is it okay to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. There are responses by the student. They want to learn through the PDF only. They are easy. They are getting easy to learn through the PDF. So I will continue with it. Accountable, responsive and legitimate government. We want, if we country or if any country is following democratic pattern of the government, way of the government, that government should be accountable, responsive and legitimate. We can keep this expectation and should be complete. There are some things that democracy must provide. Yes, every democracy must be provide these things. In a democracy, we are most concerned with ensuring that people will have the right to choose their ruler, and people will have control over the rulers. First expectation by the democracy is our people should get right to choose their ruler, not only to get the choice, not only get the option to choose the government or ruler, but also people should be control on them. Through the elections, we are controlling not only elections, there are many other parts which controls the government. This is first condition by the people or by us which expect democracy should be provided. Wherever possible and necessary, citizens should be able to participate in a decision making that affects them all. The first is said here, choosing the ruler and controlling them. The next condition is asked here by every democracy. Wherever possible or wherever there is a need in the decision making process, the participation of more citizens should be allowed. Therefore, the most basic outcome of democracy should be that it produces a government that is accountable. That is accountable to the citizens and responsive to the needs and expectation of the citizens. The next is the government should be accountable of the citizens and responsive to complete the needs and expectation of the citizens. These are the basic needs or basic expectation expected by the every democracy. I hope you are understanding, getting everything.
Yes,
This is the further part. How it is accountable?
Yes.
Accountable, I think,
Yes, teacher.
because since 2 years I am teaching, so my student will not give away to understand the meaning of the accountable. Responsible. They should take the responsibility if something is happening wrong or right. Before we go into the question, we face another common question. What is question? We'll see. Is the democratic government efficient? Is it the government is efficient or not? Is it effective? Some people think that democracy produces less effective government. Some people blame the democracy is not producing effective government. Many times in the situation of war-like situation, people says like this statement, if it is happening due to democracy, if autocracy was there, it would be there, that time it would be not happen. Yesterday China attacked on the India. If autocratic government would be there, directly they would be answer there. But this is the democratic government, they will take time. This is so like this blames are on the democracy. It says democracy produces less effective government. It is of course true. Yes, it is true. Why it is true? Because it is taking time. If you remember the merits of the democracy, you will understand this lesson very easily. Last year we have studied the demerits and merits of the democracy. Just keep in mind the merits and demerits of the democracy. If we will look the merits, it's a very more weightage having than the demerits. We can ignore the demerits because of the merits are more. It is of course true that non-democratic rulers do not have to bother about deliberation in assembly or worry about majorities and public opinion. Why it is happening in a democratic country? Because in a democratic country, the rulers, the leaders are accountable to the people, or they need majority support in the assembly. So this bothering is not having to the non-democratic government. That is why non-democratic government are taking decisions quickly without wasting time, without thinking about the results. But a democratic government always thinks about the result. That is why it's take time to take the effective decisions. So they can be very quick and efficient in a decision making and implementation. These two sentences, if you will read again, you will understand the meaning of here. Democracy is based on the idea of deliberation and negotiation. The democratic idea is depend on the deliberation. Some desires are there. That desire should be complete, and negotiations. Negotiation, discussion, which is made to solve the problem. Negotiation, discussion. This is not the normal discussion, normal chat, normal talk. Negotiations are mostly done to solve the problems. हम एक step changing the steps to achieve the object. So some delay is bound to take place. Delay is happening. Does that make democratic government inefficient? No, it is not making the democratic government inefficient, because whatever decision is taken, that is taken for the welfare of the country. The results will be best only. Let's think in terms of the cost. Imagine a government that it is the example given. Government that may take decision very fast, but it may take decisions that are not accepted by people and may therefore face problem. If the decision is taken in a hurry, may that decision is not acceptable to the people. But in a democracy, may it is taking the more time, but most people are accepting these decisions which are taken by the government. In a contrast, in a democratic government will take more time to follow procedures before arriving at the decision. But because it has followed procedures, its decisions may be both more acceptable to the people and more effective. Maybe it's taking long time, but these decisions are acceptable and effective to the people. So the cost of time that democracy pays is perhaps worth it. It is not a waste. The time cost what we are paying, that is not a wasting. It is a good, it is a betterment, it is having worth. I hope you are understanding. After explanation also, you can read the chapter, you will get very easily. Now look, the other side of democracy ensure that decision making will be based on the norms and procedures. The democratic decisions are on the base of norms and procedures. First, raising the issue, then making policies on it, putting that policies in the assembly, if necessary, making bill on it. If it is favored by the people or the representatives, it is changing in the law. So in this way, it always tries to follow the norms and the procedures. So a citizen who wants to know if a decision was taken through the correct procedure can find this out. C has the right and the means of examine the process of decision making. The discussions, the procedures, not keeping any doubt, transparency remains here. People knew this was happened, this was put in the parliament. People discussed on it. Media was open there to discuss on it. So transparency remains. She has the right and the means to examine the process of decision making. This is known as a transparency. Transparency remains in the democracy because everything is done through the procedure. Wherever procedures are open, they are allowed to inform to the people. It gives transparency. There is a clarity. There is no any doubt in the mind of the people. This factor is often missing from a non-democratic government. This transparency not remains in the non-democratic government. That is why the democracy is a better form of the government. We are assessing here what democracy gives us, why the democracy is a favored compared to the others. Therefore, when we are trying to find out the outcomes of a democracy, it is right to expect democracy. It is right to expect democracy to produce a government that follow procedures and accountable to the people. Whenever we are choosing the democracy, we expect that the government should be accountable, answerable to the people. They should follow the procedures whatever given through the constitution. We can also expect that the democratic government develop mechanism for citizens to hold the government accountable and mechanism for citizens to take part in decision making whenever they think fit. We can also expect, we are expecting here that kind of democratic government should provide opportunities which gives the ways which makes the government accountable to the people. The elections are there. In election, people ask to the question. Not only in the election, in other ways also people ask to the question about any policy or about any decisions through the newspaper. Variable medias are there. Through medias, people are asking questions to the government. So government is accountable to the people. Government must answer to the people. If they will not answer, people will answer in the next election. People will show them their place in the next election. So this government, we expect we should get that kind of government which allows or which are having accountable to the people, and mechanism for citizens to take part in a decision making whenever they think fit. We expect government should allow to the people to take part in the decision making process wherever it is fit, wherever it is needing.